You can do everything right with money and still never get wealthy. Save consistently, stay out of debt, keep a healthy emergency fund, and still, decades later, just be comfortable, never wealthy. There's a line between safe and wealthy that most people never cross. Not because they can't, but because nobody showed them where it is. Today I'll show you exactly where that line is and how to cross it. In this video, I'll explain why saving alone will never make you wealthy, the one concept that does the heavy lifting, and how to actually start even if you've never invested a dollar in your life. No jargon, no get-rich-quick nonsense. Just the difference between the people who stay comfortable and the people who build real wealth over time. Let's start with the hard truth. Saving protects your money. It doesn't grow it. Even in a great high-yield account at 4%, your savings barely keep pace with inflation, which averages around 3% a year. So your safe money is treading water. It's protected, but it's not building anything. To build wealth, your money has to earn more than inflation eats. That's the entire game. Savings is defense. Wealth requires offense. And offense means owning things that grow in value over time. That's what investing actually is. Not gambling, not picking hot stocks, owning pieces of the economy and letting them grow. Here's the engine that does the work. Compound growth. When you invest, your money earns a return. The next year, you earn a return on your original money plus last year's gains. Then a return on all of that. It snowballs. Slowly at first, then dramatically. Here's a number that sounds fake but isn't. The stock market, broadly, has historically returned about 10% a year on average over the long run. At that rate, money roughly doubles every 7 years. So $10,000 invested and left alone becomes about $20,000 in 7 years. $40,000 in 14, $80,000 in 21. You didn't add a single dollar. That's compound growth doing the work that saving never can. Now here's the part that should light a fire under you. Imagine two people, both save diligently. One keeps it all in savings at 4%. The other invests in a broad index fund averaging that long-term return. After 30 years of putting away the same amount, the saver has a nice, comfortable number. The investor has roughly 3 to 4 times more. Same discipline, same monthly amount, same person, even. The only difference is whether their money was playing defense or offense. That gap 3 to 4 times is the entire difference between comfortable and wealthy. So how do you start? If you've never done this, the simplest path, the one most experts recommend for beginners, is a low-cost index fund. Instead of trying to pick winning stocks, which even professionals fail at, an index fund buys a tiny piece of hundreds or thousands of companies at once. When the overall economy grows, you grow with it. You're not betting on one company. You're betting that the economy keeps growing over decades, which it historically has. Funds that track the total stock market or the S&P 500 are the classic starting points. They're broadly diversified, they have extremely low fees, and they require zero stock picking skill. Where you hold these investments matters too, because of taxes. To beginner-friendly options. First, if your job offers a $401,000 with a match, start there. Up to the match we covered why in another video. It's free money. Second, a Roth IRA. You put in money you've already paid taxes on. It grows for decades, and when you retire, you pay zero tax on all that growth. For most young people, that's an incredibly powerful combination. Open one through any major brokerage, takes about 15 minutes. Put your index fund inside it, and set it to auto-invest every month. The account is the container. The index fund is what goes inside. Automation is what makes it actually happen. Here's the mindset that separates wealthy people from comfortable people. They think in decades, not days. The market goes up and down constantly. Some years it drops 20%, and that's normal. Comfortable people panic and pull out at the bottom. Wealthy people keep investing through it, because they know that over 20 and 30-year stretches, the trend has always gone up. You're not trying to time it perfectly. You're trying to stay in it consistently. Time in the market beats timing the market. Boring, consistent, automatic investing over decades is what quietly builds wealth, not excitement. Patience. So here's your move. If you've got your emergency fund and you're out of high-interest debt, you're ready to start. This week, open one investing account, a Roth IRA or your $401,000. Put even a small amount into a low-cost index fund. Automate it, then leave it alone and let the decades do the work. That single hour might be the most valuable hour of your financial life. If you want the beginner checklist I use, which accounts, which fund types, in what order, it's linked below. And tell me in the comments, have you started investing yet? Or is this your year? I read every comment for the first 48 hours. Now, once your money's working for you, the next level is making more money to invest in the first place. Because the fastest way to build wealth isn't just investing well, it's having more to invest. That's a whole different game, and it's the next video. I'll see you there.